Hello, good evening, and welcome to the stream. Now then, do we have transcoding and all the other good fun stuff? Yay, all at once. Good stuff. Okay, let's get a little bit done. Good old social mediaing. Here we go, there's one. And got another done. There we go, that looks about right. Okay, so there's all the necessaries done. Savik, welcome to the stream. Is it not a little late for you, dear? Or is it okay because it's Saturday? But welcome on in. Let's go to the live screen. Hello, and anyone in 160p land. Hello. Very warm Carlos here, desperately wanting to shave all his beard off. But maybe not. Let's not jump the gun too soon. Yeah, been out and about doing stuff today, so yeah. All good fun and games. I missed the last two streams, so I wanted to join it. Well, yeah, you're very, very welcome on any stream, as you know. Yes, I noticed you weren't there. Going, oh no. Yeah, I was a bit about being MA on this character. I'm not sure why. I think just our gear's not really that good. Need to get like the dreadlock nunchuck. Something like that maybe, and stuff like that. And then, of course, Mihalik's going, no, you need one of these. Or whatever, and yeah. Enzleric, welcome to the stream. Fixer Queen. There we go. Is he still up? Should still be up. It's Saturday, yeah. Let's go and check the Arbiter. Preparing a move and buying a house. Ooh. Nice new place. That sounds very cool. Antares 31. Oh, you bring back memories. Bro? Good to see someone is still playing this game. Me and a lot of other people. Have you checked that you've got good broadband there and everything else? And welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. Soto Mohoney, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Yes, it's everybody's favourite ominous spy. He is, though. He's my favourite Omni-Spy. I don't know the others because they're good at being spies. Indeed don't. And don't. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? You okay? Spar 2112. Hello all and happy Saturday. Indeed. It certainly is. Right, we got the freelancers. What was my dailies? Oh, basic shoplifter again? I swear, after like 205, I guess, Title 7, the daily missions are just so repetitive. You never get any interesting ones anymore, you know. Mind you, you also dodge a bunch of horrible ones, so I suppose it's all good. Yes, I had to remove the panda hat. It was upsetting certain members of the chat. They were like, no! To the thing, so yeah. The event armor and HNT. Well, I've got the legs and the boots. That's all the event armor I've got, and they're only in social anyway, so. But yeah. Okay, let's go and do a diseased prisoner first, just to mix it up a little bit. Sheol Sank Key can get me a nano. That one I haven't got. You don't have that one. That one eluded me. Once every 2 weeks, a GM pops in for 2 hours for some random event. Yes, and people just have a loose association with facts, let's say. It's like, they know there's an event every fortnight, but not really that sure who's doing it, etc. It does happen. I can buy it at the Greedy Shade. Yes, but wouldn't you have the Sanctuary Key by default anyway if you were buying it from the Greedy Shade? Because you have to have all Sanctuary and garden keys to access the Greedy Shade. I confuse myself, I do. I've been playing a bit of Fallout today, not much though. And I missed Mihalik messaging me on Discord. I wasn't at the PC. I do have a terrible habit of just leaving my PC on. I get up from the PC to just do one thing and then get sidetracked, and before I know it, 3 hours have gone by. And the PC's just, you know, carrying on, and Discord's there, and I've got like 12 messages and I've got no idea because I'm nowhere near the computer. I do get a notification for those, but only when I open up Twitch in a browser. They don't on Streamlabs, which is how I see the chat. There's no direct message buttons or anything. That's a good advert for your guild. That's a genuine... There you go, look. Do you consider yourself a big old frooby? Do you like big old frooby froobs? A froob above the rest is currently looking for you. We are a completely froob omni-org who love playing the game the froob way by choice. We are currently recruiting. There you go. Speak of the devil. Mihalik, welcome to the stream. How the devil are you? A shen stick. A shen stick? A shen stick, you say? Yes, that Mihalik found. I saw the messages when I got back to my computer. It's like, Mihalik... It's like, it goes, no, are you there? Got a stick for you. This is at 12:16, and then you missed a call from Mihalik. Carl! Sticks! Stick, sticks! Stick, stick. Another message. Shen stick, Cal. 5 minutes left. When, oh, this one is gone. I'll be killing again in 1.5 hours. And then I come back to my computer like 6 hours after the first message. Thanks a lot for trying. I wasn't at my PC. They're just like brilliant messages though. Shen sticks. The last kill didn't drop one. I saw the message. I see the messages when I'm looking at the computer screen, but if I'm on the other side of town, I don't. It's just them's the breaks. And I'm one of those people that doesn't actually walk around with a mobile phone on them all the time. I spend very, very little time on mobile phones. You know, it doesn't feed me any information that I don't get from my computer. And I just leave it where it is. It's just plugged into a charger on the side of the bed, and I listen to audio books and some YouTube videos when I'm going off to bed. You know, that's it. That's primarily what I use it for, and not much else. Is there a prisoner in amongst all these? I don't think there is. I think there's a corpse with 1 minute and another corpse with 18 minutes. I see an ends lyric. Trade lyric 666. Yeah, everything's via my PC. The trouble is you don't walk around with a PC in your pocket, although technically having a mobile with you is walking around with a PC in your pocket, but you know what I mean. Yeah, if I'm, like, expecting a call, I'll take a phone with me. But if I'm not, I don't. And I get maybe 2 phone calls, 3 phone calls a month. And that's sort of literally it. Team Fidel is like a group of people here, just not really moving around. Yeah, I don't particularly like listening on earbuds. If I want to listen to music, I'll do it on speakers. Music doesn't... The stereo mix on with earbuds isn't the same. Because, and this is the important distinction, okay? With earbuds in, you have binaural audio. You do not have stereo. Now, before you raise your hand and go 2 speakers, therefore stereo, yes, if they're 2 speakers. Because what you hear from the left speaker, you can also hear with the right ear at a slight delay, you know, and a slightly different frequency range because it's bouncing around the room and it's got some of it's coming through your skull, and the same with the right speaker to the left ear as well as directly to the right ear. That is stereo. And a lot of people mix with headphones on and then saying, oh, that sounds brilliant, and then they put it on in their car or on someone's like actual stereo, and it's all wrong. And it's because the mid-range can have a lot of phase cancellation around those sort of frequencies. But with audiobooks, it doesn't really matter. I just put 1 earbud in. Also, if I'm outside, walking around amongst the rest of civilization, I like to have my ears available to hear things. Like electric vehicles sneaking up behind you and things like that. Next timer in 1 hour 36 minutes. Well, I'll do my best to keep you all entertained for that period. 15 minutes is due to spawn. Don't use headphones due to me using loud music. You do not, and I mean this genuinely, you absolutely do not want to use headphones for volume. You absolutely will screw your hearing. Is the literal worst thing you can do for your ears is loud headphones. It's worse than going to concerts for actual damage to the inner ear. So, you know, I just saw a message whisper. A hardened mercenary steps out from the shadows. Loren Warr, I think. Newland just spawned. Yay. Well, we're going there straight after this then. Guess these guys are AFK then. They didn't respond. Yeah, don't have... If a person 6 foot away from you can hear what you're listening to, you are damaging your ears. You are literally damaging your hearing. That if it's as loud as someone 6 foot away being able to hear it, you're damaging your hearing. It doesn't always happen straight away. The damage, you'll notice things get harder to pick up. In busy places, you'll start struggling to focus on listening to what one person is saying, as opposed to the background noise. It starts with that and then gets worse. Till eventually it's like... Because generally hearing loss starts at the higher frequencies and works its way down. Our human ears were just not designed for the volumes they endure. My headphones, I can hear my own voice outside of the headphones. Like normal. I can just hear the game as well as though it's on at a low volume that wouldn't wake anybody up. And it sounds glorious on these headphones. They're very good. It's like listening to these expensive studio monitors. Yay. Did you drop anything good? Nah. Right, is it time for Loren Warr then? I think it could be. Walls where I live are just damn thin. Yeah, our neighbours are... Well, I've got all my sound, I've got all the acoustic treatment on this side, which you guys have seen. Then next door's hallway, and then the rest of their house, so they've never had a problem. "12 minutes left on Immortal, no rush." Yeah. I could go and, well, I hand this into Warden Staines, then I'm gonna go do the Shoplifter daily, because that's always lots of fun. See you, Loren, on another tune. Very good. Good plan. That's it. I need to go buy umbrals. Are they mission reward, Dyna, or garden? Another dead prisoner, Mr. Staines. There we go. Take the green. Goodbye. Right. Excuse me. Shano, welcome to the stream. Nice. Garden nanos. I've got that one running on me. Level from 205. That's the highest one, isn't it? I'll get that. Where am I doing my shoplifting? Where can I do shoplifting that's different for a change? There's not enough shops in Omni-Ent, is there? Or is there? You got them in Rome, but that would mean logging off and switching to the other engine. Yeah, the shops have been disabled or what have you. Good old Omnitrade. They're all nicely clustered together in Omnitrade because, yeah. Gotta park my Mini Keeper at Zaal for the sword. That'll be worth trying. Wait, there was that problem. Yeah, Rome crashes like almost 100% running through it, and it's very unusual to not crash in Rome on the new engine. Any other engine, fine. But yeah, Rome, I don't know what it is that causes it. I really don't. Nothing I do fixes it, which is why fewer Omni players use the new engine versus clan players and neutral players, and the reason is because they crash. So why did I leave the shop? Do I want those? I don't want those. They can go. There you go. And we can't use the beacons because the mission flags you. I lived most of my omelette life in Rome Blue above the Superior store. Everyone's got their own little areas, haven't they? Yeah, that tiny building we entered, this is like 15 times the size of it. Just this one section of the store. Look at all the shops. More shops. It's like the grid, entering makes you smaller. Refreshing drink. You've got drink vendors on every corner. I had to relocate from my hiding spot in Old Athens to a garden because too many people realised where all my buff tunes were logged. Well, I was in Dragons of Rome. Yes. Right, so I've got the Living Dragon Flesh body armor, but I think I've also got... I know I've got a spare, maybe not in a bag, but maybe not on this tomb, but I've got a spare Freelancer's chest. It's not called that, is it? What's it called? Forget the exact name. It's the chest piece from the Freelancer's dailies. Usually from Dust It Off. But it has the same inventory icon as a dragon armor does, which looks nothing like that when you actually put it on. Trader protective gear, I should probably think about putting that on soon as well. I can use the nano. The last Omni Org on the German server, DMW, was executors for me. Sadly, only a portion of Semper Fi survived RK5, but I'm mostly Newt now anyway. Yeah, it's... I mean, if you're going to PvP, yeah, faction is a thing. If you're predominantly PVM, it barely matters. I prefer the music and cities of Neutral and Clan to the Omni cities and the sort of ambient Omni music. That's just a personal thing. It doesn't make me right. It doesn't make anyone that thinks differently wrong. It just means that, you know, that is my preference. And I know my preferences are not the same as everybody else's, because most people in America drink coffee, whereas I do not like it even slightly. I don't like the smell. I've never liked the taste whenever I've tried it. I do not like it, Sam I am. I'm still bummed out that I missed the transfer window of DNW and my chom is gone now. Really? Did they not keep a backup of all that? I'm surprised. You would think they probably would, but obviously they haven't. That's what they've said. You know, it's like, it's gone, man. Toon's not here. I think most people that drink coffee will drink tea, but most people who only drink tea never drink coffee. It's like, I don't like football. I don't like team sports. I don't like coffee. You know, we've all got things that we do and don't like, and you know. Didn't think of it. I think I had a tune on what was it? I forget now. My God. Actually forgetting the name of the server. Remember there was a character lookup, wasn't there? Wasn't there one on here? No results? Back to the search page. No. Character info, that was it. Kalos 2. Yeah. Level 0. I'm on Rimmer level 0. Rimmer already entered as a new character. Not found. Well, yeah, I suppose. I think it used to tell you that you had that tune. God, when did he hit 220? Not until 2005, but I got so far and then didn't really do much work on the tune. I was very much about logging in and what's Storm doing today, and like really laser focused on that all the time. Only loose tea. You don't like tea in tea bags? Well, the leaves are loose inside the tea bag. It's the same tea. It's just not in a sample bag, which is how it... Wasn't that how it happened? It was actually... It was a guy who was trying to sell teas. Be Immortal, another world... No, it's Southern Artery Valley. Oh, we better get to Loren then. There's another one in Sav as well. It was some kind of misunderstanding. He sent the various blends of tea to a prospective client in these little paper sachets that were porous. And the guy went, oh, and he just made a pot of tea with the tea still in the bags. And said, oh, we like this blend and this blend. And what an ingenious way of saving mess by putting them in bags. And that it kind of happened by accident, really. It was just an efficient way to put a bunch of tea in a parcel, you know, different blends, without them mixing together. And that's how tea bags happened. And I think most people drink instant coffee as well in the UK if they drink coffee. You know, any old instant, don't care. And if someone likes, I mean, Mrs. Carlos too drinks coffee. It doesn't offend me that she likes coffee. In fact, it's me that always makes the bloody coffee for her. Almost every time. I've never understood it. It's convenient. That's what it is. People have the caffeine dependency. and it's a quick and easy way to make one at work. Yeah, well, I think we could not have timed that better. The chest is up. Frame rate is shockingly bad. Entering an overcrowded area. Like I don't know that. We've got a new mission. There we go. Man, that frame rate's choppy. Loren Warr's equipment cache. What? Symbiotic gloves of idrudation. Well, they're not what I was kind of hoping for, but hey. Right, now the other one is in Sav, I believe. Made a custom Google map of Dublin for all our upcoming trip to Ireland, which shows all of the Starbucks around. So Mrs. Pants can get her fix. Yeah, the tea in tea bags is identical to the unbagged tea. You could literally buy a box of tea bags, open every bag, tip it back in the box, and then spoon it into the teapot, and then sieve it as you make it, and it wouldn't be any different. The point of tea bags, it's just convenient. It's weird that Sav and Sav are pronounced the same. It's English. It doesn't make sense for lots of different reasons. It's because of all the different languages it's built out of, plus the great vowel shift is also largely responsible as well. Or you get a tea dipper. Yeah, loose lips. Some people are adamant that the fact the leaves move around a larger volume of water changes the taste of the tea. They could even be right, but I'd never been able to spot that personally. I can't taste the difference. I mean, a vowel movement. The great vowel, yeah. The great vowel shift. If you Google that phrase, you will find the great vowel shift. There's lots of pretty cool videos by, you know, college professors and stuff that study linguistics and the like. And yeah, they explain it pretty well. The world boss is on this page. I'll just do it this way. Google finds things on AOU better than I can find them on AOU. Upper strap back, Avalon. The arm of the microphone's right in the way. Tam, longest road. Where's this guy? Avalon. Southern Artery Valley. There we go. Yes, it was logical like German once. That's true. It was. It's largely Germanic. Because Britain and Europe were connected. And we can see evidence of old settlements under the North Sea. First discovered in the Dogger Trench where they were looking for oil. Hence Dogger Land. I'm sure at the time people lived there, it probably was not called Dogger Land, which sounds like something rude. Meat, mead. Yeah, exactly, yeah. And then the other thing with English is it ignores its own rules. Like, Wednesday comes from, is it Wendel's Day? One of the Norse gods, Wendel. I think isn't he featured in, what was that cartoon that actually was pretty good? Beowulf, yeah. Beowulf. That wasn't bad at all, actually. I think Wendel's in that. So Wednesday was Wendel's Day, and then it became Wednesday, and then they left the D in the written word but just decided that nobody needed to pronounce the D anymore. So its true meaning got lost to the sands of time. Except to people that, you know, look this sort of crap up. I've lost my marker. $7M, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. 1 second. Right, okay, 7M. They should have stuck with the old Odin's dag. Dag for day, yeah. Wait, what? I'm in the wrong playfield? I am, aren't I? I am a numpty. I distracted myself and I'm in the wrong spot. Where's another way there? Yeah, from the outpost. We'll just fly there. Names of the week mostly came from the Norse gods. Yeah, that's right. 7 days of the week was also... the Romans did. They had that as well. For... I can't remember the reasons now. I think at one time we were taught in schools that days of the week came from the Romans, but that's not correct. The names of the days come from the Norse gods. Enzleric redeemed hydrate. Thank you, I will in a moment. "5 minutes until Zaal is mortal." Miss me. I nearly got killed by the guard when we had the event here last. Thursday, yeah. Thursday. Has it got all of them listed? Old weekday names. North. Yeah, so here we go. Roman gods became Nordic weekly. No, they didn't. Romans didn't invent everything. They didn't invent Thor. Sundandara and Sunday, the god of the... You see, Welsh used to look like that. Oh, you can't see. Welsh used to look more like that. So some of the letters didn't exist in English. There was no equivalency for them, which is how we ended up with cl being two L's instead of its own symbol, which it should have been. Ancient Welsh was like that, but similar. Non-pictorial language. Wendell's Day. Showing Mandela Day. No. Wendell's Day. It doesn't want to tell you, does it? Norse origins of weekday names. It's like Google doesn't want you to know. It keeps giving you the... Just feck off then. If you need all that information, you can't have it. Yeah, it's like it doesn't want you to know. Gods like Odin, Thor, Zeus, and Ares all evolved from previous Proto-Indo-European gods while they developed independently. They shared a shared ancestry. Yeah, to a certain point, yeah. Freya's Day, I remember that, yeah. And still people get named Freya now, which is cool. But it is an old name, Freya. Very old name. Yeah, it's a nice girl's name, Freya. Didn't the German Karl evolve from Skoll? Because at the time, Norway, Britain and Europe were all connected via Doggerland. So there was a lot of mixing went on, but that you're talking 9,000 years ago that flooded out and was like properly abandoned by that point. 8,000 years ago it was marsh and patchy lakes and stuff. 12,000 years ago it was just arable land. My son is named Thorben Kiel. That's cool. We gave my son one Welsh name, one English name. Zaal the Immortal is now mortal. This statement is false. It's like one of those, isn't it? Roughly means strong, shameful bear. Uh-oh, I think I just crashed. Yeah, I think I did. Vanilla client coming in. Come on, Streamlabs, don't let me down. Oh, it found it. Well done. Has anyone seen the new Thor movie yet? I want to see it. I like what they did with Ragnarok. They just went, let's just have fun. Just make a fun film. And it was fun. Yeah. Yay, my daily mission, my daily login reward came through. Yay for progress. Too silly for me. Ragnarok is a right laugh. They play it for laughs, the whole thing. It's more a Guardians of the Galaxy vibe for it. And it works with Thor. It does work. The first Thor movie, very Shakespeare. Done in the Shakespearean sort of style. And it's good. The second one, was it? The Dark World. Wasn't keen on that. Didn't think it was as good. And then Ragnarok, I thought was great. Bit low on Chad killers on Zaal. You need some Chads. Is Chad the... is he the computerized... big guy? Is it this dude? This is Chad, isn't it? It's like a computer-generated big chin. Chad, yeah, Chad template, yes. My beard is bigger than Chad's. I'm going to cut it down to sort of that, maybe. What are you talking about? Yes. Guy out of Chad meme turns out to be he's not even real. Or is he a real person and they just exaggerated him? When you actually check subreddits rules to see if you're breaking the rules by reposting. I don't get it. That's Chad, so that's like my keeper's a Chad. He is a real person. The chin they've got in one picture, though, that they've, like, used the Photoshop bulge or something to make his chin, like, really, really massive. As real as... Oh, yeah, they really do. And people have pores in their skin. Why do you want to hide that? People's faces are not faces and bodies are asymmetrical. Symmetry in a human body is like no. It never has been. Nature doesn't do that, you know. His real name is Ernest Kalimov. All right, let's Google Ernest Kalimov. My ads are going to be really like, buy nutrition thingy, something, whatever next, aren't they? Symmetrical faces are rare, therefore desirable. Yeah, I don't agree. There's a balance within a face, yes, but actual symmetrical, no, because you can take a beautiful person, split the photo of them looking straight into the camera, dead center, and then reverse each side and put them together and they look like two different people. Even symmetrical faces are not symmetrical. Jesus, he's a big lad if that's a real photo. How come he's got 8 stomach muscles instead of 6? That's Photoshop. There you go, yeah, they added a couple more at the bottom in that photo. The faces are... Well, yeah, I mean, look at Julia Roberts. Completely unsymmetrical features. And yet, considered a very beautiful woman. When someone gets surgery and makes their face look symmetrical, they don't look real anymore. They look as though they have had surgery, you know? And that thing. A lot of streamers and YouTube guys don't get recognised on the street because of the flipped webcam. Mine isn't. Left hand. Right hand. Mine is the way around you see it. So when I see myself on there, I know that's what I look like to other people, not what I see in the mirror. I'm definitely not, haven't got a symmetrical face. I know I don't. And Zaal is the down. He's going for the lunchbox. Fanatic's gonna kill me. What did I get? Something inner back blade. Ethereal Toons get killed by the AoE rip. Oh! Hopefully you got your reward though. What did the shout at Zaal mean? Example, the dock with full health. Keep your nanos on lock or you can be mind controlled to full heal Zaal. I've got legs of 8 on my crap. All good. Nice. Not rush the box on Zaal. I did. No sword. Oh, never mind. RNG. So I got this. Shame it's Snowdrop. It's not a bad weapon at all, actually. Doesn't have a lot of crit, but looks like solid full def PVM one-hand edged type weapon. What is next, big boss, before I go to Shadowlands? The pants have grown on me. I quite like the way the knees and everything work. They look quite futuristic. They look like something that could actually work as armor. You know, the way the knee, like the, you know, like, can't really show you. But you see, like around where the knees are, it looks like they allow for the way your knee moves and your legs do things, you know. That sword isn't as good as the one from Temple of the Three Winds high level raid though, is it? Any event today? There isn't an official event, no. One of the other arcs may spawn aliens, but it's a maybe. It's a, like, if they can sort of thing. Got 240 and 260 Excalibur ready, as well as the Illuminated. That one would have come in handy for later. Yeah, I suppose, yeah. Yeah, it's got a lower crit, and it doesn't have the proc either. So is there another... I'm just looking quickly on the Discord. And people asking about the AI event. And Soto Mahoney posting, it's on the event calendar. Please look at the event calendars. What the for? No one ever looks at them. Event calendar? What is this for? I wish they would remake AO with a modern engine. They'd have to build the entire game from the ground up to do it. I was actually looking at some Unreal 5 videos that where people have kind of recreated a new, you know, like the next Skyrim. It won't look like that. Yeah, you'd have to build the entire game. I think people seem to think, I mean, the general public, let's say, the general public assume they just need to import the game into the new engine and it's like a skin or something. It's like, no. The graphical engine is one thing, you know. It'll never be released as completed. It'll always be there and it'll always be developed into, it reaches a point where there's enough of it that people just go, well, that's enough. But I think it's one of those projects that just never stops being developed. It's like a forever beta sort of thing. Feature complete, maybe some bugs. You know, that kind of thing. All MMOs are always in development. Not quite all of them. Officially, AO has no further development. So, yeah. And it's not always good. There was a big kickoff this week about the future patch notes for Elder Scrolls Online. That, like, the amount of people went, if you patch this to the live game, I will quit because I cannot play the game like this. So they had a massive feedback, and public as well, not just on their own private little forums, you know, all over Twitter and Facebooks, and you know, so it's different now than it used to be. We had Twitter and whatnot before Sony decided to change Star Wars Galaxies to make it more like WoW. The outcry that the community that played it would have been, you know, heard by a wider audience. It would have more weight, more impact. It would have had a greater influence on that dev team. Well, it wouldn't Soul Rage. It wouldn't, because the licensing term had finished. It expired literally. So it was always on a timer. Yeah, I know there's like, you know, Soul Server. It was an interesting and unique gaming experience. It was. But WoW was popular. And excuse me. And game companies thought, oh, well, we're doing it wrong. We should do it like they do it. And yeah, not always the best thing to do. License is a question about money. Yeah, but there was... Who got it after? It was Star Wars The Old Republic, wasn't it? They were next in line. Who made that? Was that BioWare? Who made Elder Scrolls on... Elder Scrolls. Star Wars... I played the bloody game for a couple of years. Was it BioWare? Yeah. I quite like that engine. It probably would have been easier to port AO to that engine than the one we've actually got. Because the one we've got is a copy-paste. That's why it's so buggy. And like forever beta, because it's not been worked on. Because they'd have to literally, to do it properly, you've got to build the whole game inside the new engine. Because the new engine isn't just the graphics. Graphics are part of it, but the pipe, you know, the whole mechanics and dialogue and, you know. It was, yeah, that was my thing with Galaxies, not Galaxies, with SOTA, was the single player part of the portion of the game. So the bit where you're sort of doing the class quest, that was better than the MMO side of the game. The MMO side of the game got very, very sameish. Plus, they updated so often, you'd be like, oh, finally doing these big-ass raids, got the bits and pieces and items I need. And then they'd patch, and there'd be green mob stuff from green trash mobs that was better. The lightsaber felt like a wet noodle. It did a bit. What was the one I had? I had two. I had a tank Jedi. I had a DPS Jedi with dual two lightsabers. Been a long time since I've played it. I had one of each. Never had a healer, but I had I was about to say Omni, but the Imperial Agent. I thought the Imperial Agent actually was a lot of fun to play at any level, and also had one of the best stories. You know, the beginning story arc. I did some of the Republican troopers and stuff and thought their story was a bit dull. But yeah. Launch Des... What? Toads has followed. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, exactly, yeah. They should be like, you know, insta-death kind of thing. As in when you hit a thing, they get cut in half, yeah. It was a bit wet noodle with the lightsabers, but I suppose they had to try and balance a game, and so what they did was, I mean, it was basically a clone of WoW in the end. So that I think they just made it, well, basically, so it was just a sword, you know. But it did, when you played the single-player quest line, it did feel special when you first make your own lightsaber. Got a second Doja lying around near the Omni Temple. Okay, I'm gonna run over there then. Do you mean by Dark Marshes? Or do you mean the actual temple? Nope. I don't know what chords those are, but... It wasn't having it. Doja's only lasts 2 minutes though. It doesn't take that long to run one side of marshes to the other at this level. He hopes. Oh god. I'm gonna lose it because I'm not training this guy. Yeah, well, your perks keep breaking the calm, so you're not helping by using AoE snares when I'm calming mobs for you. So I'm sorry I ran them over here, but you're not helping at all. Using an AoE snare breaks a calm. But, you know, have it your way. Right, that's calmed, but if you keep using... Like, it's never going to end if you keep casting. Fuck it, you know, I can only do so much. Fucking hell. He's like constantly trying to use snares, and I'm going, look, I'm calming everything. Nope. I'm gonna AoE. Don't AoE, you'll just break all the calms. Jesus H. Christ. All you have to do was just give me a minute just to calm everything. Yeah. Oh well, let him do what he's gonna do. I'm not trying to take your kills, but see? Calmed. Yeah? See mob calm, and now it's broken. I mean, what can I do? What else can I do, guys? You know, I had a train behind me, unfortunate. So I start calming the mobs, but the person that was there is breaking the calm every couple of seconds. If you left them calmed, you know what would happen? They just go back to their spawn. But you don't want to do that. You just keep breaking the damn calm. Oh, fucking God knows with some people. Can only try. Audi Stabs, first time chat. Hey, welcome to the stream. Hey, Carlos, epic beard, mate. System Bug the Atrox NT from way back in the day. Yeah, I remember that name. I accidentally trained this guy, and I've been trying to calm the mobs, but he just seems hell-bent on uncalming them. It's like, all you had to do was just hold your snot for 5 seconds, and I'd have had them all nice and yellowy gel. Like, all of the ones that followed me from over there would have gone by now. He just keeps on spamming the AoE snare. And that breaks the thing. Don't ever do that at Sector 42. My God, you will not be popular. Tonight's stream brought to you by... Don't know how this works. Well, I calmed like nearly all of them while he was running round, but then he started AoE bloody snares and... And of course, that breaks them every time. He's going to run off now. Like, completely oblivious to what he just did. Oh well. What can you do? You can try and help someone and then... Soul Rage. I wonder if I should reactivate my Keeper. When did you last play Keeper? Are people raiding the... Yeah. It's a 6-man raid, so... Usually, if you get in with a group of people that do it, you'll end up doing it quite a bit. No, nothing on any of these. Oh well. He's probably only looking for a Doja as well. thing was, those mobs would have reset if I'd have carried on running, except the AoE snare aggroes them and stops them chasing after someone. They then turn around and go aggro whoever is trying to snare them. Almost feels like a bot farming stuff. He could be, but I think probably not. It was running around pretty randomly. So I would guess probably not. The nice cozy yellow jelly. It's actually more orange than yellow, but yeah. Amber chill. There you go. Guardian of Descent. I don't need you, go away. The Engie was 5 seconds off walking from the Doja I had on the Sunfoss. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose, well, I know a lot of people in the game because, like, I've been here forever. And I get a lot of, like, oh, we're doing this raid, come do this raid. I'm like, okay. You know, so it kind of goes like that. Brought all your mates with you. Let's see about that. Oh, look. Is my hot run out? No, it is still running. The loot's not that good. It depends what you... I mean, depends if you want one of the specific pieces, yeah. Pyramid Home, all the others, yeah. A lot of them still run. Hodor Raid, as far as I know, is still doing a lot of the bigger raids and stuff. I just haven't been able to be online when they're doing the raids lately. It's the same for Savik. She can't do the Sunday Sector 42 because of the time zone. As soon as we go back to winter, we can both go again because it'll be at a different time of the day for us. I tried to be nice as well once I see someone near and I didn't start a train. It depends, yeah. I mean, the mobs that were following me would have buggered off. Once I'd run as far as the temple entrance over there, those mobs would have just sprung back. Because, trust me on this, I've run away from those mobs many times. And I have a rough feeling of, like, how far they'll follow before they just go, yeah, no. It also depends how fast your run speed is as well. The faster you run, the easier it is because they drop off the mini-map, which is roughly, not exactly, but roughly the 80 meters visual range. Once you're outside of that, unless they've got a dot running or similar, they won't follow. The logic that's controlling them, the AI, goes, oh, they've gone. It must have been the wind. You know, that kind of thing. Never seen leashes as long as AO. Yeah, and don't forget, we didn't used to have any leashes. Seems infinite. Some of them are like, if you can't get enough distance between you and the mob, it will just indefinitely chase you, yeah. I've been here on my keeper though and like ignored ads, like these guys. And after about 5 or 6 minutes of not being able to land a single hit, they just stop aggroing and walk away. Where am I? I'm just by Dark Marshes. There. Dark Marshes, me. where I usually go for killing Somphos because there's loads of them here. Wait there. I wasn't planning on running anywhere else until whatever. I believe my keeper is in tier 2 armor, 210ish. You want to get him out of that armor, or put it in social because it does look cool. I have it in social on mine, but actually wear AI armor. And keepers are very powerful these days. I do mean very powerful. It's one of my strongest tunes now. I mean, it is geared out of the yin-yang. You know, it's not like... Spent like a whole year gearing that tune. So full alphas, all the best items I could get for him, etc. Yeah, I mean, you've done the hard part. You've farmed all the social armor you need for him. Yeah, quality 300 combined mercenary armor. And you want the new sword from the high level Temple of the Three Winds, which is quite easy to get and not massively expensive to pay a farmer to get for you. Because it's 100% drop, so one kill, you get the sword. You know, it's one of those. Yeah, you can upgrade that sword from the Penumbra quest with, if you combine, you know, the soul capsules from the prisoners? You just go around the popular ones of those, you'll be able to farm enough. Combine all those, and it takes away the negative init debuff the weapon has, and also improves it. You've got the... Yeah, that's a good weapon. I think I went from that to the Temple of the Three Winds one, which is just bonkers good. It's like, it is absolutely the best two-hand edge weapon in the entire game. But, you know, nothing else is better than it, and it does more damage than... I think, does it... With the crit setup, it's more DPS than using melee energy, which people were doing. But as a keeper, you can use all the melee energy perks anyway to get the plus damage. That's what I did. Works anyway, and he's not a crit setup, he's sort of quite tanky, or she is quite tanky. Alexander ran this way. I don't think there's any more this way. Yeah, I had that sword, and I went from that to the one from Temple of the Three Winds. I think I was trying to do the quest for the two-hand buff from the mercs when I quit. Yeah, Keeper's got a massive boost, effectively. With the 18.7 patch, Keeper's got... Well, basically, they made Keepers really good. But not, you know, necessarily overpowering everybody else, but... A lot of people were cheesed off when they changed Slice and Dice. Or Hack and Slash, whatever the fluff it's called. The two-hand edge perk attack that it wasn't, they sort of nerfed how good it was. But then they made everything else much better. Like all your big buffs last for 4 hours, and you can run multiple buffs instead of just one or the other all the time. So, yeah, Keepers are... I mean, some people say it's lazy boy play. Why run off? When there was mobs everywhere, you guys were swarming on me, and then I come over and start draining one, and it bloody runs away. Melee energy keeper is fun, it just can't do as much damage as a two-hand edge keeper. Like, Sabic's keeper is very high crit build, and she outdamages mine, but I can out-tank on mine, because they're much more defensive build. There's the worst class at Dyna. Yeah, I can solo all the Dynas in Inferno on him. Someone made me go and do the scary spider as well. I was like, okay. Had to do slightly more work with that one, but other than that, yeah, it was quite easy. If I want to farm Dynas for loot in Inferno, I take the Keeper. Because it's dead easy. I can have, like, you know, Netflix on one monitor. And just, yeah. Need a dock for Zark. Yeah, I would say. Zark and Razor are kind of tough. I need a pee because I've only been drinking water in the evenings because it's so damn hot. Solo, yeah. Keeper can solo pretty much the whole game until you get to end game raids. Yeah, keepers are super duper now. I still really enjoy playing them whenever I log them in. I'm like, this is better. And just start pounding the crap out of everything around me. And they're very desirable for endgame raids and whatnot. Because their buffs are so useful now. Heals, blockers, defense, and there's stacked with crap, so when you put them all in the same team, they're very strong. Yeah, there's loads of nice bits and pieces you need in your HUDs. I have none on this tune, really. Come to you. Okay, where are you? You all the way east. Well, I don't know where you are. Come to me doesn't mean anything if I don't know where you are. Towards Sorrow, okay. That's the Sorvleets and shit. Right, okay. I'm not going to run through them this time. That was a bit cocky. Yay, Doja! And this in, I might just ding, and if I don't, we've got the what's it to hand in as well. Okay. Oof. Most teams I see now are Enforcer, Doc, Emph, Engi, plus whatever. All these stabs, make a train! I already did that, and then because I can calm on Trader, I was like trying to calm everything I'd pulled to not disrupt the person I'd accidentally trained onto. But they were an Engi and they just would not stop spamming the AoE snare, which of course broke all the calms. I was like, just kite while I calm, and 30 seconds everything will be calm. And it'll be calm for several minutes, so you can pick off the ones you want. To swap the MP for the keeper, yeah, every time. No offense, but I mean, I know that the ruin is quite good damage, but yeah, in terms of what they can bring to a team, is a bit of DPS, whereas you get almost comparable DPS and a stack of useful auras and buffs with the keeper. I think if you had somebody like Savik's keeper in the team, they'd probably have more DPS. I don't know these days. Is Fixer viable anymore? They are still a good class to play. But what tends to happen, unfortunately, with them is people go, get the Fixer, okay. Get the NCU buff. Get the hot. Okay, you can go now. Why did I come this way? I'm an idiot. Fixer grid, hack and quack, yeah. They changed, and actually quite recently, like 3 years ago, they changed a lot of popular nanos to last 4 hours, including Fixer NCU buffs. All of them now last 4 hours. So that was a massive boon. Yay for Ding 217, I think. Now what I'm putting my perk into, yeah. Okay. Let's do some more of these. Melee weapon, we're staying with it for now. Till we can get some better weapons. I think they're strong enough. Exploring. More speed. Can't heal him. More treatment. Train repair. More cheapness. Hack and quack. Grid space freedom plates. Congrats, thanks. We have seen a lot of dings on this channel over the years. Fixes aren't as bad as people think. Problem is, a lot of 220 fixes are built for evade, so they can PvP and solo, which kind of makes them suck. If you build a PvP for DD, you're a decent addition to most teams and can be handy. Yeah. More than one way to build a tomb. ICC planet-wide announcement. Dirks, or Dirk Z, or Dirk Z, has been awarded the highest honorary rank for outstanding dedication to the defense of Rupert Carr. Congratulations on your AI-30, which I got a week or so ago. Bizarrely. Yeah, there's still loads of people in the game. Just quite spread out these days. I mean, it ain't like 2004 or something like that, but what is? You still love my Fixer. In the Mockers, you can still get Mockers armor as well. I used to have a screenshot of, near the grid in Tier, you got that sort of garden part with the big tree, and someone placed a load of items on the ground so it said the Mockers. That was pretty cool. That's a cool memory of the Mockers. Nope, no buff from Stella. I just realised I'm still on the old engine. we go. It's exactly the same. No, it isn't. I shall prove it to you now. Starting up the new engine. I'm going to quit out. Hopefully Streamlabs will work. It might not. Sometimes it don't. I've started the old client again. Great. New client. Thank you. Nice to see some people on Umbral dead in 15 seconds. Yeah. Kind of a thing. So, same tune, exactly where they were standing on Old Athen Hill. Or they should be somewhere near it. There we go. See? The shadows are really quite different. There's always a party going on over there. Yeah, I'll show you what 2022 keepers are like. I'll log this tune off and I'll log the keeper. We'll do a once round of Inferno diners. Manic Fixer. There it is. That's as old as the hills. Old CRT monitor. Peel in a few minutes. Is it worth me leaving my tune near there while I show this person what modern keeper is like? No, crap on shit odds. Okay. Just show him. Okay. There's like 25 minutes on the corpse anyway, isn't there? 30 minutes? 25 minutes? Something like that. I always forget to go back to Inis... Oh, God. No, I keep saying Istains, and it's not. It's in... Istanis is how you're supposed to say it, apparently. There's time plus clear time plus kill time. Oh, like, so essentially loads of time. Right, so here is Keeper since 18.7 and the new dungeons and new gear. So this is Keeper 2020, except it's 2022. So have a look at their gear. Here, Solitus, female. That's the new sword, as you can see. From that temple, you can also get... I think I've got it on me in one bag. Yeah, you can also get this, which might look familiar. It is the sword the keeper dude is holding when you do character creation. He's also in the CPS building as well. IPS building, CPS. And that itself is actually quite a good weapon, but it's a random drop, though. The Obsidian Desecrator, which is what this is, got a lot of detail on it. So, gear-wise, we've got Alien Combat Directive Controller, Keeper Nano Deck, new item, Ancient Protective Drone, so 1,000 extra health, 10% heal reactivity, and then a bunch of ACs, a couple of defensive HUDs, and then Dust Brigade Protector module. So 32 to all main weapon skills, plus an additional 2k to all ACs and 1500 HP. And I've got the upgraded viral belt, the weapon, which has 425 to 475 with 666 as a crit. The 18192 memories, and a compiler, which I probably don't need. Then we've got the new board, which is a 5k token board, which gives you 3.5k HP nano, then gives you 100 add all off, 100 add all def, perception, concealment, run speed, you know, all that. 275 comp lit and all that, plus damage and stuff. Helmet, Cilium's combined Merc helmet, which is nice. Then we've got this Dust Brigade operative chest piece, which is tradable, and there's a lot of them on the market, which is like an upgrade to dragon armor, only you don't need MA skill for it. We've got the Condemned Bulwark. This is from the new subway dungeon. You can see there it gives 3000 ACs across the board, another 100 adult def, 2000 health, 1000 nano, healing efficiency for 5%, and some resists. And we've got an Awakened Beast shoulder pad, which has got a ton more stats. Awakened Sleeve as well, because that gives 45 instead of 30 to the weapon skills. Combined gloves, pants and boots. Then we've got the DB Perfected Bracer on one side, DB3 Bracer, 3rd edition upgraded on there. Keeper Ring, Symbionts, all alphas. So yeah, that's what Modern Keeper looks like. Yeah, well that's what Keepers are quite handy for, is that. I've got some time left on these. But yeah, Keepers now are just bonkers good. They really are good. Yeah, the basic bracer, this one, it's quite easy to get. You see those, like the uninfused one, you see that on GMI a lot. For a time, I was wearing this Special Ops helmet, which is nice. It gives intelligence, sense and psychic for 20, plus it's a good piece of armor anyway. It's got crit and all sorts on it. But on this toon, I don't really need it. Also, they introduced a new research line on top of the ones we had. So we used to have 17, we've now got 80. You get Apotheosis. So with that, makes doing alphas and stuff a lot easier, especially on Atrox and that. Ton more skill bonuses there. And then, as you can see, I've got Imminence of Extermination Defensive, the HUD. Someone's given me RRFE. But they got damage auras and, you know, there's just so many bits and pieces you actually get now. Kaboom! Okay. So Keeper now are like really, really great for solo. And as soon as the timer is up on my beacon, we'll go whizzing off to Inferno and kill big, scary, hard mobs with him. But yeah, social, that's Keeper tier 2. Because it looks like what the IPS guy wears. In fact, let's go to the IPS guy, show you what I mean. It's like the classic Keeper look. I want to be able to solo tier 3. You would. There's a lot of farming. If you want the, depending if you're Omni or Clan, you get the blue stripe or red stripe. I like the yellow stripe because that's what this guy's wearing. See the sword? Now, obviously, I can't make my toon do that with the sword, but it's the same damn sword. It's the exact one. Same mesh. Andy Sea Spray, how the heck do you get around that? Around what? Oh. As an old player, made a froob toon to play a bit for some full nostalgia times. What I find puzzling now is the economy. Things cost 3 billion, but the toon can only... GMI. You can store trillions of creds in buy orders on GMI, and people do. And I do mean literally trillions. Thousands. Millions of millions. You know, a billion is a 1,000 million, and trillion is 1,000 billion. I can't remember. But yeah. So people have billions stashed away on GMI in buy orders. Yeah, you open up a buy order. Usually what you do is you'll sell a grace and get 40 billion, which locks the GMI on you, so you can't actually use the money in there. So what you do instead is withdraw 1 billion at a time from GMI, because you can't withdraw more than 1 billion or add more than 1 billion manually. So you go in, I've got it. Yeah, so you go in there, you go withdraw, you withdraw 999, 999, 999. When you've done that, then you make sure you've got no creds on your toon. You go to the mail. There's you never leave credits in the mail because they will vanish and you cannot get them back. So you pull out the credits that you had one at a time, putting them back into GMI until it refreshes, and then create a buy order for something that can't be bought for that, like a backpack, something like that, that nobody, because you can't sell backpacks on GMI. Current grace prices in 50 billion. Are they? Is it time to sell a grace, I wonder? Yeah, buy order 50 billion. Over 50 billion. Someone's got a someone's waiting for someone to add another 5 billion to the offer price. But that is stashing creds as well. They've been around 50 billion. They've been around 35 to 40 billion for quite a long time, but now they've gone nuts again. It's probably because it's summer and people have got time to play and they're like, oh, I want all this new kit. A grace is an in-game item that you buy directly from Funcom. So you go on the account site and then in-game it is worth a month of playtime. So what you do is you buy it from Funcom, thank you very much, and they email you a code, like a long, 8-digit code. You input the code into GMI, and it spawns a grace in the GMI. You can then sell it. It's a massive box account, 28 Engies and shit. Yeah, something like that. So the introduction of that does swallow up a lot of credits. So the thing that's keeping the game going is the people selling all the graces to people that have the time to play and earn the money to buy graces in-game, rather than directly giving the money to Funcom. And Funcom are happy because they're getting paid the money. So it costs the same for a grace as it does to buy a single month of game time. So when you've done all that, you create the buy order. It's like for 3.5 billion, let's say, for something. and your total amount in the GMI has gone all the way back down to, less than a billion, then you draw 3 more billions out, one after the other, put them back in GMI. You can then modify the buy order or create a new buy order. You can do it either way to soak up the excess creds again. Look. Nope. There is no creepy. He is not here. Someone has time to farm 28 times 50 billion per month. Yeah, somehow. They're just constantly selling stuff. If you're on the trading channels, the trading bots, people will put up offers for stuff. And then suddenly someone's like, yeah, got it. We'll just go farm it, The developer me, I think it's to do with having a 32-bit game. Like the internal game engine's 32 bits. So I think that's why player characters can't have more than 1 billion. Also, when they were writing the code for the game, the idea that any individual would ever have 1 billion was like, there's no way it could happen. Do you know what I mean? They thought, nope, no one's ever going to have that amount of money. But that was 21 years ago. So, I think they could change it. I don't believe the 32-bit thing, to be honest, but that's what I've heard from certain people, and I'm like, is that it? Is that right? I don't know. Okay. Take it at face value, but I don't honestly know. The 4 billion credit cap on GMI was like some half-assed attempt at trying to control inflation, which was just laughably bad idea. Yeah, people created so much cash with ingots. They were farming them 24/7. No luck with Peel. Okay, well, thanks for trying anyway, Mihalik. I don't expect you to. At all. I hope you're selling the other bits he's dropping to people that might need them. Get something out of it at least. How much is a robust backpack? Without checking GMI, I don't know. Some items sell for multiple graces, so you have to figure out the actual value in it. They're worth. There's so many credits. It's like, will you be awake in 2 hours? Yes, but I will probably not be online. I might be. Lag. It's around that time of night I'm picking herself up from work. So, how do you transfer 3 graces worth of credits to someone else? 1 billion at a time in emails? And let them at the other end deposit it into GMI and do the same thing again. The max cash in an org bank. 4 billion. I know that Storms is always nearly maxed out, so. I don't have Discord on my phone. I have it on my computer and I never have my phone with me. Right, come to me, you big ugly rock. Do you have Discord on your phone, do you? Is that tough? These on it. Where's the mob I want? I pulled him and I got the ads and not him. Come here. Yeah, I don't have Discord on my phone. That's maybe a few too many ads. Run away. That was a lousy pull. Yes, it was. Yeah, I think 4 billion or 3,999. One digit off from 4 billion, I think is max, if I remember it right. So this is what, endgame keepers are like now. I'm not really breaking a sweat here fighting a Dyna plus 3 hecklers as well. 4 hecklers? 3 hecklers. I might put the Discord app on my phone so it'll bling when someone sends a message, but I do honestly get a lot of messages on Discord, which is probably why I don't have it on my phone. And they're not all from people I know, they're from people I've never heard of. But, they're generally going, hey, hi, I noticed that, this video, blah, 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 can you explain how to fix this? Or, which is fine, I don't mind, If I'm sat in my computer playing AO and someone says, how do I do X, Y, Z? I'm like, yeah, hang on. If I've got a free minute, I'll explain it. It's not a problem. Tinos. Come to me. That last one was the one that drops the shade cloak. I've actually had the shade cloak off him live on stream as well. Oh. Oh, fluff. I think that's a terrible pull. That's too many. Like the entire zone of hecklers has come after me. Run them off and do it again. Well, yeah, it's weird. Maybe I was stood a little too close for the pull. I don't know. There you go. Killed them off. Like you say, they have got quite a long tether. Yeah, they reset. I could tell because I could use the health pack. Right, let's try that again. Yeah, the taunt device, aggression enhancer works at maximum visual range. Right. That's a bit more like it. That's a clean pull. A new range of hex ruins those pulls. Can do. Attacking you from miles away and bringing this... Yeah, they have a very high social aggro and maximum... Well, they've got longer range than a player, essentially. Made the Adono Zan brain quest where you had to scan the heckler kind of a suicide mission. Almost, yeah. You do need a bit of help with that. If you got someone who can calm, and remember, hecklers are ridiculously easy to calm. It lands pretty much 100%. That helps a lot. get someone just go in and calm everything for you, because you don't aggro them by using the scanning device. So that's okay. So yeah, having 4 or 5 Inferno, 240 plus mobs on you, keepers like, yeah, okay. 2k concealment, yeah. Anything good? Nope. Go back and check on Creepy Spider. What was good with Keeper on streams is it was much easier to interact with the chat, because you don't have to pay quite as much attention most of the time to your character. I mean, you could, in theory, tab Q, but, you know, never quite did that. I'm always using specials and perks, all hotkeyed. But, yeah, you can kind of look away and not worry about it too much. I still use an AFK. Don't say that publicly. That's still against the EULA unattended gameplay. But people do it. Before the alien events... Oh, some still use, not you. Yes, yes. I'm no scripts other than, like, assist macros. That's about it. Those all these are... Mihalik's tombs. Oh, a mutated husk slithers to the surface near a crashed meteorite. Is that Abmouth? Nope, still no creepy. Yeah, but all the Inferno diners that used to require Coast of Peace, yeah, well, he's only just spawned, so... Yeah, Pet Hunt or Pet Guard. Pet Hunt, yeah, that's been gone for years now. But Pet Hunt, you will always be missed, Pet Hunt. Pet Guard still works though. You got a worried rift, the amount of people just sat in the corner with their pets on guard. The old days of soloing dragons for 20 minutes. Yeah. Which one of these drops the syndicated messenger gun? I remember I was trying to get one for Sav ages ago when her fixer was lower level. You followed me on the Incarnator, what the hell? I think it's Crete, yeah. They should reset from up here. Attack when attacked. Yeah, that's Pet Guard, basically now. Pet will fight anything that aggroes you. But you used to go in Arid Rift and there'd be someone just sat in a random corner where a couple of aliens spawn with their pets, and the pets would just be killing the aliens when they spawn. Oh, Zix farming, I remember that. Yeah, they nerfed that though. They did it in typical Funcom style, right? No XP from Zix anymore. Like, screw you guys. Right, I'm going to use a dot ring and a mission Static mission entrance. Sirius. What does he drop? No, he doesn't drop it. Now we got, what, 30 minutes before... what's it, dude? Abmouth is attackable. Can't see the one I want. Maybe someone's killed him. There's Crete. Run up. Dot ring. Run away! Bear in mind he's got a dot on him for nearly a minute. He should follow. He should run down here. It's not 100% using the dot ring. Right, he should be on me now. And then... poof. Is AO stream stable enough to be worth it, or is it better to get the standalone client? Oh, the Steam. The Steam client is identical. It's the exact same thing, because as soon as you download it, it updates from the AO site via the launcher. So you got the exact same thing. I somehow re-entered. What? Stop it! The door is snagging me as soon as I leave. What the hell? Right, finally. Yeah, I would not use... oh, God, lag. I would not use the Steam client because it isn't the Steam client. It just means you've got an extra bit of software running in the background while you play the game. Once the game's launched, you can shut down Steam. It doesn't make any difference. Yeah, I think the one we wanted isn't here. My dot ring is not ready. Yeah, it's the exact same folder and files that you get downloading it from the AO site. And when you launch the game, you do it with the AO launcher anyway, so... there's quite a few MMOs are like that on Steam. It's not like a different version of the game at all. It's just, you know, you can download it via Steam. 4 minutes game time. It just counts the time starting up the game. Yeah, there's you put a line of text into, you know, the custom startup properties thing on Steam. Have I got Steam running? Try and show you. Yeah, you can get the Lux armor from Steam, but I wait for a Steam mega sale. I would wait for the mega super duper sale. What the hell is Steam then? It says it's running. I've got the Steam ads. Right, okay. I don't know if you're going to be able to read this, but we'll try. So you go to Anarchy Online. Properties. Oh, it's moved. Yeah. Oh, launch options. It's gone for some reason. Yeah, you put something in here, and it recorded how much game time you've actually got. Like here, it says I've got 300 odd hours. Nowhere near the amount of time I've spent in AO. No, nowhere near it. €20 for the look. Wait for a Steam sale. Don't buy it full price. Right, Cyros. Oh my god, with the rubber banding. Come on. And Dot. Whee. Got Cyros coming down the hill. Yep. Use the static. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the door is playing Snaggy Muck Snagface with me. Oh, come on. Every time I exit, it's grabbing me back. Oh, fuck. Christ's sake. Stop. There you go, and the only one left because he had the dot is Cyros. 6 minutes on Abmouth Immortal. Yeah, I was planning on doing this in a couple of minutes, not 28 attempts later. Yeah, we'll kill him and then go. He's dying fast. Things has changed. Well, they're killing him already. But he said 6 minutes. How long ago did you say 6 minutes? Was that ages ago and I didn't see it? Well, this is because of how powerful keepers are these days, that's all. They're super defensive, so they can stay toe-to-toe with the mob and just hack it down. Still not mortal, all good. Okay. Yeah, keepers are a superb class to come back to game with. They're not overly taxing to relearn the game on. They're solid in most situations, good to solo with if you want to sort of be on your own, kind of figuring out how the hell things work. The other really fantastic resource, if you're coming back, is the official Discord server. It's very busy. You will get help almost instantaneously to a question about the game. You know, like, how do I get, where does this come from? You know, someone will tell you 50 different ways to get it or what have you. There you go. He dropped diddly squat, he did. He dropped diddly. Oh well. Alright, so we're going to go to Abmouth on the other two. Runs a crit scope. Yeah, Savik does. She's got crit brain, cortex of the executioner or something, crit scopes, crit shoulders, a bunch of other bits and pieces. It's like a very much a crit build. And it does a lot of damage as well. But she can't toe-to-toe as much. Still very tanky as a class, but not as tanky as this one. I'm just going to get some more water. Yay! Right, Coast of Peace. Got to look into a good way of farming SSE shoulders. Get a team. Go get a team and go do Gauntlet. There's always a bunch of people there. How many more days? Today officially is the last day, I think. I could be wrong about that, but I think it is today's the last day. I'll probably finish the last 5 levels without them, though. I mean, on the launcher, what does it say on the launcher? That's auto move. We're flying in a straight line. The launcher says 21st of June till the 16th of July. And we're currently on the 16th of July. So, yeah, officially this is the last day, but... I better prepare an offering to the loot gods, yes. No music at all. Is there no ambient music in Coast of Peace? Is that why it's so peaceful, there's no music? Sacrifice a shade to the loot gods. Well, yeah. Oh, I could not have timed it better. Just as I get in sight of him, Abmouth Indomitus is no longer mortal. Immortal, rather. And this is a level 300 world boss, so I'm not going down there to fight him on this tune. I bet the Darknet offers for Taika stuff will rise up soon. Oh, Tinker stuff. Yeah, probably. The raid instance, Matador and Bull, they're not that hard. As long as you keep your heads, you can, you can busk your way through it, kind of thing. And as soon as he goes down, we're going to head for the box and hope for the best. And yes, I am staying up here out of the way. For a very good reason. The little lads he's got with him down there, these dudes. Yeah, level 250 plague bearers. Not a good time for anyone. Especially this tune that's not really well geared at all. Yet. Coat from Atma would have been nice. Yeah, I guess. Going for the crate. A few extra evades, yeah, all helps. I mean, it's a case of diminishing returns, but they stack. You get all those things together and, yeah. You got a new mission. I got a new mission. But I didn't get any loot. Wait, what? Spoils of Abmouth. I didn't get, unless I got the same thing again. No, that's only... That's only... No, oh, no, I got the ring. I'm an idiot. Jester's Gift. No drop unique, yeah. That's quite a good one because the only other place you can get that high-level multi ring is doing the 201 subway. Trader Shoulders. Nice. Cool. Vacuum-packed Yakamuchi's Regalia. I got that from daily login reward, though, I think. Should go and try that on in social, see what it looks like on this tune. Probably weird. A lot of MR and, yeah, multi-range, multi-melee. 25. Handy in a pinch when you're just trying to squeeze into something. And requirements to wear are agility 1000. So it is geared to high-level players. Or higher level players. What have we got in? Yeah, I got over 1000 in agility, but this is op effects, so a little easier. We need somewhere lit, I guess. Need at least 2 inventory slots to do this item. Okay, then. And equipment window. Enable social. Social only? Why is it invisible? Wait, what? Oh, there you go. Yeah, it doesn't quite work with the with the back armor. Take that off a second. Yeah, it looks better on Trox, but hey. That was the daily login reward, though. Right, I've got these 2 doohickeys to put on. I don't know where to really... No slots I can put them in yet, really. The clown mask is creepy. Yeah, I haven't got that yet. But yes, it is. It's scary clown. Yeah. I did get these, though. I got the hardened construction sleeves. They're going to come in handy possibly later. Manic Fixer again. Being... Oh, there you go. That is one of the most detailed face masks in the entire game. It is. It's like you see that and you're like, oh. And I think what makes it creepy is the amount of detail on it. You know. It looks like a clown from Twisted Metal. Yeah, something like that. It's a very good mask, though. Works nice because of the black eyeliner. Yeah, totally not freakishly unnerving. But it is, yeah. Yeah, there's loads of stuff I need to do with this tune that I haven't done. And Manic Fixer not in a guild? Why are you not in guild? Did your guild throw you out again? I'm only joking. Yeah, the Shen sticks would be nice on this tune because the downside is using this for fast attack. The damage isn't great compared to MA Fist weapon, which is a unique weapon. So yeah. Where are we at? We're getting a bit late. Is anybody else streaming Anarchy online at the moment? Could go raid them. Oh, Cohen is here. There you go. We'll go raid Cohen is here. Is anybody else, is there? No. Okay. Quick question for any that might be able to answer. Does the Hell Fury replicator actually do damage? Yes, the full auto works. Yeah. It's a weird setup to use it, but it can work in certain circumstances. Right, we're going to go raid. Karen is here. I'm going to try and stream tomorrow as well. Monday, probably not. We've got that heat wave, so sitting in a padded room with the computer blasting warm air out may not be the best idea, but we'll see. Is that all aboard? Who is going aboard? Okay, we'll go raid Cohen now. Say hi. And hopefully I will see you tomorrow. If not, I will see you Wednesday, I think. I'll try and do more this week. 40 degrees plus, yeah, can't wait. Yeah, it's the humidity that gets you in the end in the UK. Normal humidity here is like anywhere from 60 up. And at the coast, 60 to 90 odd. So we really feel the heat here. Okay then, bye for now.